Your relationship with your parents plays a huge role in how you manifest, how you create the life that you have, and what you create in your life.
Welcome to the Real on Manifestation podcast. This podcast bridges the gap between mystical and practical, making manifestation real, accessible, and achievable so you are an embodied energetic match to actualize everything you desire. I'm Minerva, your manifestation coach and host, and I've manifested every single thing I have ever wanted, from dream homes, new levels of income, trips, clients, businesses, TV gigs, relationships, as well as winning jackpots and contests. But it's not about the tangible manifestations for me. It's about how you feel and who you be on the way to there. With 3 businesses, 2 kids, and marriage to my childhood sweetheart, one of my proudest manifestations is feeling balanced, spacious, and free in my ever-expanding reality. Creating and maintaining your dream life doesn't have to take force, but ease, and I'm excited to guide you through yours. In this space, you'll receive expert insights and proven tools and strategies you can apply immediately to start manifesting everything you ever want. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Hi, everybody. Today, what we're going to talk about is how your relationship with your parents affects your manifesting style. This is important to address and visit what your relationship is like with your parents, whether they're in your life or not, whether you have a good relationship or not. This plays a huge role in how you show up within your masculine and feminine energies and how you manifest, how you create the life that you have, and what you create in your life. Manifesting is just creating. Manifesting is receiving. And so everything with manifesting, with creating, with receiving, all starts with an energy base. So you've heard the saying of what you put out comes back to you, law of attraction. And so we want to take a look at your energy from the masculine and feminine point of view. Let's take a look at the influence of your relationship with your parents and how that affects your masculine and feminine energies within you, because I'll tell you, it does have an effect. This is something that I have done and explored myself, and I have a great relationship with my parents. And I also believe, and I do want to say this for everyone, no matter what your relationship is with your parents and what it's been like, I think every relationship has its ups and downs. And I also believe when it comes to parenthood and being a parent myself with 2 little ones, you have a new appreciation and point of view that good parents are just doing the best that they can with what they have, right? Good parents, most parents are good parents. I know there's a few out there, we're not talking about them. But if you can view your parents from those compassionate lens, then this will be easier for you to explore. And it will help you with your own healing and heal your relationship with your parents, or even just elevate based on whatever and where you're at right now. So why is this important? The masculine and feminine energies. Why is it important to take a look at what your relationship is like with your parents? Because, as I mentioned before, it affects your masculine and feminine energies. Your father, or the first father figure in your life, was your first role model of what masculine is, what a masculine person is. And the mother figure or mother in your life is your first role model of feminine energy. And so whether they're operating in healthy or wounded masculine or healthy or wounded feminine, that has no choice but to permeate and affect you, right? Your family, your upbringing, your culture, your environment, everything, a lot of the external things has an effect on us. And so when it comes to how you are manifesting, let's take a look at the masculine and feminine energies and the impact your relationship with your parents have on that. So I'm going to have a few questions for you here, and let's just talk about what it looks like first and the effects of masculine and feminine in your energy, in the mother and father figure in your masculine and feminine energies. So, and then I'm going to give you some steps on how to start exploring this. And if you want to go deeper into it, then we can explore that. And I can share a little bit more about my membership, the Manifest Vortex, where you get more in-depth look and support around the masculine and feminine, around ancestors, around family dynamics, around mindset, about embodied energetic practices and tools to help you with this. I'll save that for the end. Okay, what your relationship is with your parents. Let's take a look at the mother role. Okay, so the first mother figure in your life, and if you weren't raised by your mother or maybe your grandmother or someone else, take a look at that. Or you can even just take a look at your mother, whether they were in your life or not, because that'll obviously has an impact on you. But when we're looking at the mother figure or the feminine energy, this is where the feminine is embodied in intuition, in feelings and emotions. This is the side of you, this is the energy. When it is healthy and balanced, it receives, it's nurturing, so self-care. They're actually the creator. They birth things and they bring things to life. This is where you experience pleasure and joy. This is where, as I mentioned, you nurture. There's self-care. What are some other aspects of that? So when you think about the mother figure in your life, how much of that did they embody? Did they embody taking care of themselves? Did they receive easily? Did they flow? Did they let go of things easily? Did they flow with life? Did they feel safe? Did they feel supported? Were they emotionally sound? Did they feel safe to express the emotions? Right? Did they process emotions healthily? Or did you crave, on the opposite side, did you crave more emotional connection? Did your mom not take care of themselves, or the mother figure didn't take care of themselves? Were they burnt out? Did they not have boundaries? Did they overgive? Did they self-sacrifice? Did they let everyone eat first and they give everything and not to themselves? So you want to take a look at those things like emotions and boundaries and self-care and how they spoke up for themselves, how they received, how they felt supported. So if they didn't, then on some level, yes, that did affect you. But when I'm thinking about emotions, if the woman was unable to process those emotions, it manifests itself in some way, right? This energy has to go some way. So how does it manifest? It can manifest as be very rigid, taking control. It could be not being able to let go, not being able to be led, not being able to receive, like, oh, no, 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 I don't want that. Is it over giving, overdoing? Is it not having boundaries at all? Did they not nurture themselves? Were they burnt out? And also, what was their level of worthiness? Did they feel worthy just being? Because that is a healthy quality. The healthy version of the feminine is being, right? So what was their level of being? At their core, did they just feel like they can just be? Did they feel like they were enough? Did they feel like they're worthy? Did they feel like they can be loved just by being, right? The healthy feminine feels that. But if you've had examples of unhealthy feminine and that displaying in your life, that's going to affect how you show up. For example, it'll show up as anger built up in the body, tension in the neck, ailments in the body, dysfunctional relationships, not having healthy boundaries. So, pushing down that intuition, that gut feeling, because that's what the feminine is embodied in the intuition, and just pushing it down when something doesn't feel good, or when, you're dating someone and it's like, all these red flags are going off, but you just push that down to the surface just to make things work. Right? And then you wonder, like, why do I keep manifesting partners who don't see me, who don't support me, who don't love me? It's because of these embodiments of the unhealthy aspects of the feminine. Okay. And then the masculine. On the masculine side, the healthy masculine is purpose driven, it's conscious, it's grounded, it provides safety and security, it provides financially, provides provisions, right? It's the giver, it is holding safe space, it's the doer, it's the thinker, it's a decision maker. So what was the first father figure or the male figure in your life that displayed this or did not display this? And so if the father figure in your life overworked itself, wasn't grounded, was dysregulated, was exhausted, was just driven by doing and survival, then that would affect how you manifest. You've learned that the only way to get through life and to succeed is to overdo, is to overthink, is to overanalyze, is take action. It's all action, action, action. It's all doing, right? So you go into this unhealthy masculine within you in order to persevere and to accomplish what you want to accomplish in your business and life. Energy will manifest itself in different way within you, and how you be is how you're going to show up in every area of your life. I believe it doesn't just stop at money or business or just in your marriage. This masculine and feminine energy and how it's embodied within you, whether it's healthy or unhealthy, it's going to show up and manifest physically in your life. So the physical manifestations in your life is the last thing to show up. The first thing that shows up is in the body. It's in your energy. It's in your feeling. It's in your physical body and how you feel and how you think and how you do. And then you carry it out. And then over time, it builds up into this physical manifestation of energy. Whether that's clients, no clients, money, no money, a partner, no partner, right? So you want to take a look at how the masculine, the first masculine and feminine representations in your life, what did that look like and how that manifests in your body and manifests in your life. So here are some questions for you. I'm going to leave it below as well. What did you crave most from your mother or first mother figure? What did you crave most from the mother or first mother figure in your life? Did you crave connection? Did you crave just to have a heart to heart? Did you crave to be nurtured more? Did you crave to receive? Or what did you observe or wish more for your mother or mother figure? Did you wish that she could relax? Did you wish that, she did receive that love from someone else? Did you wish that she could receive? Or did she always like, oh no, that's not for me, and kind of push away the gifts or the compliments? Did she belittle herself, in front of other people? Did she say, oh, I'm not worthy of this? Did she not have boundaries? Right? What did you observe in your mother or your first mother figure? Right? And this is not with judgment. This is just with compassion and awareness. Because with that compassion and awareness, then we can take a neutral look, an honest look, and a more productive look on what has transpired and how that has affected you, right? So through judgment, it's only going to keep you stuck and continue the cycle. And us, those who are listening and those who resonate with this, we are cycle breakers, right? We are the generation. Every generation has the pattern and a theme, but I believe this generation, my generation, is one who are breaking the patterns or breaking a lot of the generational patterns and wounds and family dynamics that are just not healthy. And so it's going to feel hard. It's going to feel long. It's going to feel strenuous. And it's like, why? When will this stop? Probably will never stop. This is your calling. This is what it is. But it does evolve and go deeper, and it expands you, and it's going to stop with you because you are creating a new cycle, a new momentum that's not just for you, but for your children and your children's children. And also it's stopping the cycle and all that has happened before you came. So back to this. What did you crave most from your mother or for your mother? Right? Did you crave they had boundaries, know their worthiness, was able to relax, able to receive? If you had a mother who had to overwork, that didn't trust the masculine, then you're going to overwork. You're not going to trust the masculine to lead because you didn't have that example. You didn't have that displayed for you. Or it may manifest in some other ways. So I'm just giving some examples here. Or did you have a mother who took care of herself, nurtured herself, and nurtured you as well, right? Or did you wish you felt more nurtured? You felt more cared for. You felt like you can just surrender and soften and express yourself freely. If you feel like you can't express yourself freely, then you want to revisit what was the emotion like for your mother? When we become aware of that, what we crave most, right, is so valid. You deserve that. That's a basic human need. You need that. You deserve that. You will get that. Part of the healing is understanding that people are unable to give it if they never received it, right? And so if our family, if our parents, if our mothers or fathers never receive that, they're unable to give that, or they don't have the skills yet to give that unless they go through their own healing, their own personal development, their own self-awareness practices to then hone that skill within them, right? But with this awareness, everything starts with awareness and then compassion, then we can move forward consciously and make these choices that will then expand us, elevate us, solidify us, and move us forward to manifest more of what it is that we do want, and not from this toxic, imbalanced, unhealthy dynamic energy within us. Okay, so what did you crave most from your mother or for your mother? Number two, what did you crave most from your father or for your father? Did you crave presence? Did you crave connection? Did you crave to feel safe? Did you crave to be provided for? Did you crave for just their presence, right? Someone in their healthy masculine could hold space, will be there, not just physically, but also emotionally and mentally, right? And if they're unable to meet that within themselves, they're unable to give that to you as a father to child. So what else did you crave from your father? Did you, maybe it was the other way too, where, they overworked and they were very much about, you have to work hard, you have to apply yourself, you have to think way through, you gotta do in order to succeed. So then this brings me to the third question is, how did this influence you? Because if you had a father who was very much valued doing and thinking, and they were in survival mode, because that's all they knew, but also what they had to do to survive. And that's how they then taught you and child reared you to do and think and work harder, then your sense of self, your sense of value, your ideals around achieving, succeeding, creating, manifesting is then going to hold the exact same energy and habits and behaviors and ideals as that until it goes checked. So it goes like that if it's unchecked. But now, once you become aware of it and conscious of it, you can check into that. Now you can check yourself, right? So if you are now aware of like, oh, the reason I'm so hard on myself is because growing up, in order to get approval, in order to get seen, in order to receive love, I had to work my ass off. I had to think my way through. I had to figure it out. In order for me to survive and pay my bills, I really had to bust my ass. I had to overwork. I had to dysregulate myself and push myself outside of what my body was telling me, what felt good in my body and soul. And I had to push myself past the point of regulation into dysregulation in order to thrive or to move forward. Because to me, you're not thriving if that's what you're doing. But in order to get, the marks, the money, the food, survival, love, to be seen, whatever that is that you wanted, right? So based on what that representation was of the masculine in your life, is going to affect how you show up in your masculine. Do you overwork? Do you overgive? Are you dysregulated? Are you just head focused? Do you think you're going to get through and get to your next goal in your business, money, and life by just thinking your way through, or bulldozing your way through, or pushing your way through? Do you feel like you have to work harder? You need to do more? Do you feel like can only rest once you achieve this thing? That's imbalance. That is coming from a toxic, imbalanced masculine energy within you. Or when you do try to rest, it doesn't feel safe, because the feminine comes from the self-care and the nurturing. But if you never did that, you never had that displayed for you, or you never practiced that within yourself, your body's gonna be like, alarm bells, nope, nope, you better get up. Don't rest until it's done, right? You want to take a look at that messaging and see where it's coming from, because that's not coming from you, the core you, the truth of you. Because the truth of you within you in your energy field is the balance, masculine and feminine, where you feel supported, where you are provided, where you are protected, where you are conscious, where you are purpose driven, where you can give, and as well, balance within you can receive. You are nurtured, you are rested, you are intuitive, you are connected, you can indulge in pleasure, where you can feel joy and creativity. So there's a balance. There's a balance. And when there's an imbalance, we want to take a look at the mother and father figures in our life and what was displayed to us and how that impressed upon us, how that imprinted us, and then how we then embodied that and felt a certain way, because this is all unconscious. And then we started then trying to think our way through and figure things out. And this is where the habits, patterns, and behaviors start developing and start getting us through in our life. And everything has a benefit and everything has a cost to it. So if you feel like you're up against this wall of overdoing, overthinking, like for me, when I overthink, my head just hurts. I throb. Like it literally physically throbs. And when I catch myself and ask what's going on in my body, and I do my own body wisdom process to it, I was overthinking. I was leading in the head. I could feel all the energy just suck up from all beneath me and all focus on the head. And don't get me wrong, these aspects of you has a role, has a place. I'm not saying throw away the thinking and the doing. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's imbalanced. It's the feminine that creates, that's the visionary, and that creates, articulates it to the masculine supports it, the masculine carries it out. The masculine says, how do we make this happen? Manifest. I always say manifest is the masculine side. That's the doing aspect of it, right? That's the masculine, takes the action, is a decision maker. The feminine is the visionary. This is what I want. This is what we're going. This is what's going to happen. This is what we're going to manifest and create together. And you can literally take ideas and take it from an idea and a vision and a feeling and a energy and bring it to life, right? So again, the questions: what did you crave most from your mother or mother figure, first mother figure? What did you crave most from your father or first father figure? And how did that influence your behavior, your feeling, your thinking, your doing? And the fourth question, which ties into the third question, is how do you see that overflow in how you manifest? Your manifesting style. Do you overwork? Do you overthink? Do you not rest? Do you not schedule and rest? And if you do take a day off, you feel guilty, you feel panicked, you try to rest and do nothing, and you all you have is work on your mind. You feel like you have to hurry up and get back, right? Do you lack boundaries in your business, in your personal life, in your relationship? Do you take the lead? Do you control everything? Do you have to micromanage your partner, micromanage the household? Do you micromanage your employees? There's a level of distrust, a level of I need to control because it's not safe. If I let go, it's going to be chaos. Those are all proof that there's an imbalance within your masculine and feminine energy. So I hope this is resonating with you. Take some time to reflect on this. And maybe as you're listening to this, some ideas are already coming to mind. And again, observe it from a lens of love or compassion or just neutrality, right? Because I know it can bring up some things, and it brings up the anger and some other emotions that feel a little heavy to bear. And that's okay, but it does need to be processed, right? It needs to come out, it needs to flow. Emotions are just energy and motion, right? So when we don't process it, it gets stuck and it leads to an imbalance. And that imbalance manifests itself in your body, in your thinking, in your feeling, in your emotions, in your physical body. And over time, it manifests as your external reality, what your relationships look like, what your business is like, what your bank account looks like, all of that. So I know this is a bigger topic. I gave you these 4 questions to help you start opening up and start exploring this and bringing awareness to it. And I know there's maybe more work and more healing to do around this. And this is why I have the Manifest Vortex available for you. This is where you get weekly energetic upgrades, clearings, and support to clear everything from the core and expand your energetic being so that you are manifesting in a balanced, healthy, connected way and manifesting from your truth, creating more truth instead of traumas in your life, right? Creating more of what it is you do want versus what you don't want. You don't want the stress. You don't want unaligned clients. You don't want to have to overwork. You want to have the business, the life, the family, the date nights, the rest, the spaciousness, the relaxation, and continue receiving more. And that takes safety in your body. That takes nervous system regulation, healing of the masculine and feminine, ancestral healing, breaking family dynamics, breaking old patterns within you. And the Manifest Vortex addresses all of that. So again, we do weekly manifestation, energetic upgrades, embodiment practices, and we also do a live group call where there's a training and an opportunity to ask me anything and get feedback on your current manifestations. So if this resonates with you, right now I'm doing a special 50% off of my membership. So right now for a limited time, I'm only doing the membership for just $50 a month, and you can cancel anytime. We'll leave the details below. If you're interested, we'd love to see you there. In the meantime, I'll see you next time.